Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be breaking down 11 arguments that are anti-byler. Some of the arguments, obviously, I will not cover all of them, but I just wanted to say a few things before I get started. This is my first video on YouTube, so yay! And I wanna ask you guys to forgive me about any English mistake that I can make or pronunciation, because I'm not American, so I don't really. So let's get started. The first argument that milevens use against byler is that byler is going to be out from nowhere. Byler doesn't have hints into the seasons, which I disagree, because you can just enter search for any video on byler that you're gonna have at least one hint that byler is proof throughout the seasons. And I think so that's it, because I think that there's hint and you can search that, but that's not what I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm not going to talk about byler proofs. I'm just gonna break down your arguments. So, and two, it's not gonna be out of nowhere, because in the first season, they already hinted at queer teams. So, Will would suffer bullying for being queer, or, would be called a fag and all these mean names. So, the queer teams are since season 1, at least. So, it's not going to be out of nowhere if byler happens, because season 2 was supposed to end with, if you look into the scripts, so season 2 was supposed to end with Will seeing Mike and Elle dancing and being sad, and Mike and Elle were not supposed to kiss. So if we're going to talk about intention, the writers had the intention to do this, to develop the storyline of Mike being in love with Will, which is what happened in season 3 and season 4. So I don't think it's going to be out of nowhere, because we have one person that is canonically in love with another, so whatever. Okay, the second argument is that it's gonna ruin the show. This is not really an argument, it's just something that they say. So I just wanted to make it clear that Stranger Things is a show about outcasts, so it's not gonna ruin the show if outcasts are represented, if a gay person end with their love interest, because it's just not going to ruin the show at all. And if you think that, maybe you should rewatch the series, because it's all about the bullied ones, or as I said in the last argument, that the bullied ones were the gays. So the bullied ones the ones that are nerds that play D&D, that are called freaks, are the ones that are the heroes. So I don't know. I don't think it's not gonna ruin the show, and you can see directly from David Harbour's that is Hopper.
Narrative of Stranger Things, we 1983 Midwesterners will repel bullies. We will shelter freaks and outcasts, those who have no homes. We will get past the lies. We will hunt.
The third argument is that Mike doesn't love Will, or that Mike never reciprocated. So this is a bit strange to say, but Will never initiated any romantic moment between them. If you're going to think about Crazy Together, was Mike. If you're going to think about They Holding Hands, was Mike too. If we're going to think about, it was the best thing I've ever done, being in season 2, episode 8, was Mike too. So, and in season 3, Mike is the one who makes everything weird and says, "Oh, my fault, I don't like girls." Will never brought that into the questioning. Never. So it's Mike that makes this situations being weird. So I don't think this is a valid argument either. Also, he is the only person that can't balance his romantic relationship with his friends. And that's a question. Why is that? Because we have like another couple in the series that can balance their friendships with their romantic relationship. Like Lucas and Max are a perfect example of that. They hang out not only alone. Okay, you can say Elle was grounded. Like, not grounded. She couldn't be on crowded places, but like we see in that same season, Max just like breaks the rules and get her to go to the mall. So it wasn't that necessary, but like they were doing that. And Mike is the only one that cannot like send letters for his best friend and his girlfriend for some reason. Like, everybody can do that. Like, literally, if you have a friend that moved for another country or another state, you can send him letters. It's not going to be weird. But in Mike's head, he can only send for 11. So I think that this is not a valid argument because of that. Because like in the byler's like side, if you look through the byler perspective, Will only initiates a romantic moment like with the painting scene, but it's not like a really romantic moment. It's just like Will just like saying how much he loves Mike. So another argument is that they've been building up mileven since season 1, which I disagree completely, because the intention again of the writers was to kill off 11 in season 1. So like when she kills the Demogorgon, she was supposed to die. So how can they be building up since season 1 for mileven if she was going to die? I don't understand this argument. Okay, she stays alive because they loved Millie Bobby Brown, so we can talk about since season 2, but in season 2 they're all episodes of the season, they are not together. And in season 3 they break up in the third episode, I don't remember. And in season 4 Mike can say he loves his girlfriend. So I think they are almost like making their relationship worse since season 3, because Mike lies to Elle and he doesn't go apologize to her. And in season 4 Elle is like begging for Mike to say he loves her, but he can't say that. He only says that when he's like, or Elle dies or not. And okay, another argument is that byler couldn't happen because the first are two straight men, which I disagree completely, because they have made Robin gay, they have made lesbian, and they have already straight baited the audience. So I believe they can write beautiful LGBTQ stories. I don't think that's a great argument. And they have made Will gay too, like, and as I already said, in season 1, they already bring queer themes. Like, they could have made the bullying be about they being nerds and being like satanics, is that a word? Being devil or whatever, because they play D&D, but no, they choose to have a queer team being the bully attack. No, a queer team being the reason they are bullied and being direct to Mike, which I found very, very curious, but like I'm not gonna dive into that. So another argument that makes me really mad is just that they say that random frames and lip glances aren't proof of a couple. But like we come back to like the argument 1 that this is gonna be from nowhere. What proofs have you saw? Okay, I agree that like having a rainbow in Elle's room is not a proof. Like, I'm with you, milevens, in that argument. But we just don't have random frames. I can bring like a lot of thoughts, like the Rinkomania fight is like a whole scene that it's proof for byler. We have the byler breakup that is proof for not byler breakup, but like we have mileven breaking up and then byler fighting, and we can see like how Mike's reacted to both of these breakups or of these fights, and who he goes to Will. So We have the airport scene that hints into Mike internalized homophobia. We have Elle saying she loves Mike in season 3. Like, girl, I'm just gonna point out that's so weird. Like, when you love your girlfriend, because you said that in season 3, we have established that Mike loves his girlfriend in season 3, and then she kisses you and say that she loves you back, that she loves you too, and you just do that face that is just like, what are you doing, bro? And we can say that he's surprised, but again, writers have already established how after a kiss, that after a surprise kiss, I would say, with Lucas and Max, and how Lucas reacted to that. Like, he wasn't expecting a kiss, but he reacts with a smile because, oh my god, the girl he likes is kissing him. But no, Mike can even do that. Another argument they use is that it's not going to be queerbait, with which I disagree completely. Like, oh my god, where do I start? Yes, it will. They know that byler is a popular ship, so it will be queerbait because they have used byler to promote the series, because they have made Will fall in love with Mike not 1 season, not 2 seasons. They have been building up to that until the last season. And that's super weird if you're not going to make the couple real, because, like, just look what they have done with Steve or Dustin with an unrequired love story. Like, Dustin likes Max, but she doesn't like him. So, in the same season, he realizes, okay, she doesn't like me, I'm going to move on. With Steve, it's the same thing. If they have made, like, Steve and Robin being an almost couple, like, to season 4, like, they kept the straight bait to season 4, it would be devastating. Because you would be like, you wouldn't be like this great coming out moment. It would be like, oh, Steve liked a girl for like a year and she was a lesbian. Like, it would be that, you know? And this same thing is gonna happen to byler if it's not true. Another proof that why it's going to be queerbait is because, like, as byler is a popular ship, Netflix knows that Wednesday in their series Wednesday, oh my god, in their series Wednesday, I don't know how to say that, but like in that series, you know what I'm talking about. They know that Enid and the Wednesday are a popular ship, and what they do, they came into the internet and said, hey, we don't have an intention to make this ship romantically. We never had the intention, like, sorry guys, you interpreted it wrong. So they have come in the media and say, hey, that's not going to happen, because they know it's a popular ship and they know it would be queerbait. If byler wasn't going to happen, they had to do the same thing they did with Enid and Wednesday. Yeah. Have to do the same thing. Come on the internet and say, hey, we are not thinking to make them a romantic couple. Okay, the last proof is that, the last argument is that, what can we just normalize close men relationships? And we can, obviously, but why can't we just normalize 2 friends being in love, like 2 men being in love? Because in the series we have a lot of close men friendships, like Dustin and Steve, they are close men friendship, and so we are in the series, we already normalize close men friendships. We have Lucas and Dustin, Mike and Dustin, so Lucas and Mike, so we have friendships between men that are close and that nobody says, like. But still, when we ship byler, people say, why can't we just normalize men close friendships? We can, girl, because we already have that in the show. But that friendship is different. Friendship, that is not a friendship, because one of them liked the other. So, obviously, that's going to be romantic tension. And the other one, in the byler POV, has internalized homophobia and lives in the 80s, so we already have in the show a lot of men close friendships. Why can't we just have a gay couple. I think that is it. I think that's all the arguments I had. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you are on mileven watching this video, please write another arguments that you have in the comments, because I would love to hear that. Because I'm not a hater of mileven, okay? I just don't like them as a romantic ship, because I think they're toxic. Like, I think that mileven, the Elle's arc since season 1 is like independence, and I don't think that since season 2 is independence. So, and like Mike's super toxic. They lie to each other in season 4 a lot, in season 3 too. So they're showing us with the scenes that they are not a healthy couple, and I just want my boys, my girl and my boy, to be happy. And if that means that they have to break up, I will be total okay with that. So I think that's it, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I'm planning on to do more and more videos about bylers. So if you have any requests, please just DM me or write a comment about it. And my Tumblr is the same name as my channel, so like you can just search from that and you're gonna find my Tumblr. That's it, guys. Bye bye.